Hi, I'm Michelle from Tell Much Leave Paper Blooms. Today I want to take a trip down memory lane with you and talk about how I got started with my paper flower journey. In various forms, my handmade business has been around since my early school days. Back when I was about 9 years old, I was obsessed with making 3D decoupage greetings cards. I had all the papers and sticky foam pads coming out of my ears. I'm pretty sure my mum used to hide the catalogue so that I couldn't ask her to order more papers for me. Not the typical hobby you would expect a 9-year-old to be into, but what can I say, I have always been a stationery geek and not a lot has changed 25 years later. I am still obsessed with all the paper. As you've probably guessed, my designs have become a little bit more refined since those days. Over the years I've studied all kinds of art and design as part of my diploma, and then I went on to get a degree in interior design too. My very first paper flower was a paper peony, and it was made from the only crepe paper that I could find. We were living in Dubai at the time, and art materials are really hard to come by there, and crepe paper in particular was just impossible to find. The only thing I could get my hands on were like party streamer type crepe, which is completely different to the specialty crepe paper that I use today, but I guess I had to start somewhere. After making that very first peony, I was hooked. I remember later that night my husband coming home from a night out drinking, and he was completely in awe that I had created something so beautiful just from a few bits of paper and some glue, and all he'd done was get drunk. Thanks to Instagram, I actually have the exact conversation. Do you want to see? I am so glad that I took a photo of that first flower back then, because now I have something to look back on and see just how far I've come. I'm pretty sure it was just the alcohol in him talking, but either way, it was enough to spur me on, and so began my paper flower journey. I was immediately obsessed and I wanted to learn everything there was to know about paper flower making. A few months later, during a trip back home to the UK, I stocked up on proper crepe paper, you know, the Italian stuff. And I spent the next few years practicing and perfecting my flowers before we moved to Canada, where I made this my full-time business. Many years later, I still love getting new paper, colouring it to make the perfect shade, and experimenting with new techniques to constantly improve my paper blooms. I remember when another paper florist said to me that you need to make at least 10 of every single bloom in order to perfect it, and she was so right. Each and every bloom improves just that little bit more every time. With each and every flower that I make, my skills improve a little bit more. And now, after learning what makes paper flowers truly incredible, even better than other faux flowers and even the real thing, I can't wait to pass that knowledge on to you. I also worked as an interior designer for over 15 years, so I can't wait to share some of my design knowledge with you, to show you how to style your blooms around your home, how to use colour palettes, and how you can create incredible works of art for every occasion. Not only that, if you're here for advice about wedding flowers, I've done that too. I planned and DIY'd my own wedding almost entirely back in 2016, and then more recently I made all of the bridesmaids flowers for my friend's wedding in Spain. So if you have any wedding related flower questions, then drop those in the comment box below and I'd love to help. I just can't wait to show you how to turn all of that design knowledge into stunning paper blooms of your own. So I want to know, where are you in your paper flower journey, and what blooms do you want to know how to make? I'd love to be able to answer your questions, so let me know in the comments below, so I can make sure that future videos give you all the right tricks to create your own paper blooms. And while you're there, don't forget to like and subscribe, it really helps me out and it means I can keep bringing you more paper flower advice and tutorials. Tell Much Leave for being here with me to celebrate the special moment.